Just like to say good morning. SBWD Speed coming to you all the way live. This is where I used to do it, but much earlier. Shout out to East Coast, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Detroit, Connecticut, Washington, D.C., North Carolina, South Carolina, Charlotte, Queen City, where I'm from. Let's go down to the Panhandle State, Florida, Miami, Orion, Florida City, Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and what else we got? We got Arizona, we got Texas, and somebody told me that Oklahoma was in the South, so I'm gonna give them that. And we can't forget about Chi-Town right there on the top. Chicago. Then we go ease on over to Texas. Pretty much a country, pretty much itself. And then we got exactly where I'm at. Los Angeles, California, Long Beach. And don't forget about Sin City, Las Vegas. We're gonna get into this. The weatherman said everything's gonna be A-OK, so you know, keep your ears out. I'll be coming this way about this time in the morning time for everyone. Come on now. Love the sounds of SBWD Speed back there to you. It's been a while since I just tuned in like this, and I'm gonna try to give you everything I got because I got a big show coming up on the 28th. This will be some serious talk. I'm just gonna get some serious guests, not none of these YouTube fools. I'm talking about somebody who knows what they're talking about. Somebody who knows just a little more than an opinion. You know what I mean? And that's not to say anything about anyone else, but you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this ever since 1976. Ain't nothing new for me. Been hanging around some of the big wheels. Guys do the shaking, the baking, you know what I mean? Like to say good morning, Tuesday morning to you. 13 after the hour, 7 o'clock, West Coast time. I don't know what's going on in the East Coast, but you know what it said? Something after 9, huh? Give it to you all the way you like it. Ow! Speed, that's too heavy for my ears early morning. Get your head out of bed. Time to put your thinking cap on. That's my favorite. You know what I mean? Seriously, it is. Just like to say good morning. I hope everybody's doing great this morning, and you're going to have an amazing day. There's a lot of things going on in our community. There's a lot of things going on outside of our community. But, you know, I got a channel just for that. It's called Negro Please. That's for all that junk stuff, you know what I mean? But on this channel right here, we'll be dealing with health, understanding, and put your thinking cap on and try to think these things through. I've been thinking about this for a while now, and seem like we keep going through the same old problem. Every generation go through the same thing. Seem like we can't get rid of racism. We can't get rid of system of white supremacy. And some people don't even believe it even exists, you know. So they don't get so used to it. That's what they were born into. They don't know anything different. and they don't want to know anything different. And that's cool with me. If that's the way you want to be, hey, what can I say? But some of us who are doing some critical thinking are thinking about this, and what we're saying is it's just not working out. No, don't get me wrong. We can do what we've been doing and keep on going in this same circle where, killing here, killing there, killing in your own community, racism, don't have your own financial institutions, don't even have where you supply your necessity. You have to go to everybody else to do that. Everybody else comes to this country and they build themselves up and provide for their community. We don't believe we even have a community. And that's the thing about it. So, hey, some people say we do, some people say, and then so don't get so now, if you black, you too blackity black and pro-black this and that. It's just a bunch of mess. And if you read my thumbnail, it says, America, what have black people become? Same shit, different toilet. Excuse my language this morning. Abducted, confused race of people. And you can't say we ain't kidding now. Now, we don't have generation, but ain't none of the stuff that was stripped of us we ever got back. None of it. Our name, our religion, even my landmass. And I accuse, this is America creation. And one of the things I would like to talk about is everything was done on the Confederate flag, was done on the United States flag. So there's no different in them two flags if you really want to talk about it. So that show will be starting April, somewhere around my 6 o'clock, 6:30 sunrise, okay? Just before I get into the subject today, let me play you something. I wrote a song, and I've been writing on songs for the last month now, and I'm trying to narrow it down to be my song that I come on with, And I think, I don't know, maybe, you can tell me which one you like the best out of the two, okay? This is one of them right here.
Negro, please. He's putting that season on me. Damn, that's OG. Who the hell is he? Why is he in these YouTube streets? A lot of wisdom in him. When he start talking, you gon' see one and only, one and only, one and only. Don't know me because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my man. Oh man. Because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my man. OG. OG.
Facebook.
I'm the one who's
Lovely sounds of S. PWD Speed bringing it to you all the way live early in the morning. Get your head out of bed. 7:21. West Coast time. Yeah, that's lovely sounds of it. I wrote that song about a month ago, and so I'm kind of proud of it. But I got another one I'm gonna play later on, and maybe you can tell me which one you like the best. But talking about this issue, should we be looking towards sovereign land in the United States? Because I know a lot of people ain't gonna leave the United States. So I mean, you might as well not even ask that. That's not gonna happen. You know, these people over here, they love this place over here, and which they should. This is their home, but there's a whole nother world out there once you start doing some traveling. But let's just deal with the United States. Why isn't it up to this point we haven't looked for sovereign land? I was doing some research about 4 or 5 months ago, and I found out something. On the Indian reservation, when a child turns 18 years old, they getting up to 6 figures and land in a house on sovereign land. And I'm wondering why, when we talk about reparation, we always talk about how much money we'll get. And that's not my interest at this point. My interest at this point is if we get sovereign land, that means nobody can come on our land but the FBI. I'm taking the blueprint from the Indians. They have their own police. They have their own police chiefs. We have our own security and stuff like that. And look here, not everybody is going to be welcome to this. And so the people who want, nobody's asking you leave the United States. If you want to stay in integration and you want to stay, in the mainstream, everybody's going to have that choice. You can have that choice. But if you want to have your own sovereign nation within a nation like the Indians, that's something we should be pushing forward. Not everybody going to be able to recognize where I'm coming from when I'm talking about this. But think about what I'm saying. If we get our own sovereign land, that means that we would have to build our own infrastructure, and which we don't have at this point. We depend on everybody from diapers to go on our babies to necessity food that we got to eat. And so we have never worked on self. We have always tried to integrate and try to make somebody like us who like us or don't like us, love us or don't love us. Man, that's not even self-determination. If you go spend the rest of your life trying to prove to somebody you worthy to be in their presence, it's like, who the hell are they in the first place? Due to the fact is, we're the first people on this planet. I don't know, you don't want to believe that, but we're the first people on this planet. They do. So I don't know why we don't. And so I think that's something we can move towards. Okay, well, how this will work, JSpeed? Okay. Once it comes into law, you have a year. And a year would be, you can sign a waiver and say, I don't want to be in a sovereign nation. And once you do that, you can no longer be part or participate in that sovereign nation. Then you can just go on with your life. You don't have to complain about how the white man treating you or system of white supremacy is against you. Hey, that's what you signed up for, so that you can't be going back and complaining to him, because if we get an opportunity where we have our own sovereign nation, you can't be a part of it once you sign. Now, when your children becomes 18, we'll do this for the next 50 years. When a child become 18, they have to sign their own waiver. They have up to a year just like you, because once they're a kid, they obviously they can't leave you and then come to the sovereign nation and you on the outside. So we'll make it for them. Once they become 18, then they have a year to sign to be a part of the sovereign nation or not. I mean, I think this is a great idea. So it it is what it is. So I've been thinking about it, and I'm gonna go come back in about 5 minutes. So y'all hold on, but I ain't gonna leave you just silent air and still. I'm gonna leave you with something, okay? All right. So this is SPWD Speed, and it's like 27 after the hour, 7 o'clock in the West Coast time. And, we're going to try to do something different early in the morning. Still a word about relationships and all that other bullshit they be talking about. We're going to try to do something.
He's putting that knowledge in. Seasons on these YouTube streets. Who the hell is he? Why is he in these YouTube streets? OGJAYSPEED. A lot of wisdom in him. When he start talking, you will see, yeah. Damn, my brother, OG, one and only, one and only, one and only. You don't own me, you don't. I'm free, because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my brother, OG. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, why can't you see? I'm the one who's at peace. You having so many problems because you don't understand, because you're not free. The ancestors died for you and me. System of white supremacy keeping you from being like me. System of white supremacy keeping you from being like me. Negro, please, can't you see I got that African in me? African in me. You tryna find your way, but I'm a peace. Negro, please, Negro, please, Negro, please. Why can't you see? Why can't you see? Believe, your brother OG. Negro, please, can't you see? I got that African in me, African in me, African in me, African in me. Hey. Why can't you see? Why can't you see? Believe, your brother OG. Negro, please, can't you see? I got that African in me, African in me, African in me, African in me. Hey.
Probably about in a month, so I'll be trying to teach you all how to make your own music, put your own name in it, write your own songs. I mean, I know people out there got ideas and they want to put them on paper, but they know if they put it on paper, they can never probably get it done because they had to go to the studio. Now it's so easy now. Hell, you can make 100 songs within 24 hours, so. But anyway, getting back to the topic. The topic of the day is, should we be moving towards, not all of us, when I say should, I'm saying the people who are totally dissatisfied with the way this country is going, has always been, want to live pretty much their own cultural and self-determination and dignity. And this is what happens. See, I try to do some research and try to find, have it ever been any place on this planet that people was captivated, taken to another place, and ever came out to be anything other than a clone of the people who did that to them. And that's what I see we are headed towards. The more we stay here in this country, and I'm not talking about moving out of this country, but more we mingle and try to integrate and try to act more like these people, we lose so much of ourselves. And nobody wants to talk about that because they were like, oh, okay, well, and all that bullshit. Did you know if you are captivated by somebody and they're the dominant society, there's no way in the hell that you could be who God intended for you to be? That's bullshit. I mean, anybody who try to believe that, that's bullshit. There's no way. Think about what I'm finna say. If that was the case, then a woman or a man should be able to live in an abusive relationship, because that's what this relationship with this country being with black people is, a very, very abusive relationship. And if you had a friend who was in an abusive relationship, you would try to get that friend away from that. I mean, that friend obviously had to see it for themselves and obviously have to want to leave that relationship. But this is where we at. This is the fork in the road that we at. We are in an abusive relationship with this country has always looked at us as being like in India, the untouchables. You know, we are the lowest caste system of all races. Because anytime anybody else come in here, they do much better than us and they are welcome much better than us. They can bring their culture, their language, and everything else. We have one language. Everybody know what the hell we talking about, because we only have the language of the people who captured us. So we just have to just own up to it. You know what I mean? And if someone wants to live that lifestyle, look, I'm not going to stop anybody from living that lifestyle if that's what you want to live. If you want to live in a dominant society that always looking at you as a second-class citizen and you always feel like you proving yourself, hey, make that bed, take that cake, take the candles and everything else you want to go with it. But I'm not trying. I have never lived like that, and I ain't trying to instill none of that into the people who are closest to me. But I think this sovereign nation in this country, like the Indians, we already have a prototype. So it ain't something they haven't did before. And look at the benefits that you get. Self-determination. You can build your own infrastructure. I can't even talk this morning, but y'all get what I'm saying. But you can build all that, and you can set your own bylaws. No agency can come on your land without permission, and the only person who can come on sovereign land is the FBI. You can have your own police force, armed force, whatever you want to have when you have self-determination. But look at us. Our results will tell us what's wrong. Look at our results. Some of you always say, well, look, you know, some people do great. Hell, some people were doing great even in slavery time. Some people was doing great even in 1700, 1800. You had professors in college and stuff, but look at us overall. What can we go in and say? We got our own banking. Nowhere. Like a lot of people in California are going to check cashing places. This is like generation after generation. For some reason or another, I don't know if it's a credit, can't keep enough money in the bank or whatever. They're actually going to check cashing places where you paying a percentage off of your check to let somebody cash it because you can't get in some kind of financial institution. And it's just ridiculous that we're living like that in 2025. You know what I mean? And the overall, yeah, we can look at the millionaires, the billionaires, and see, that's what they keep dangling in your face. But that's how always been the case ever since we got here. That haven't changed. It's always been. So Madam Walker she wasn't the first millionaire, but she was the second. And she invented this straighten cone to make you hate yourself. So at this point, I really don't know why y'all as a group, and I guess I can include myself in it, why we keep going through the same thing. Every month, every week, something goes on that you have to say to yourself, was that racist or not? Did I get treated that way? Why do we want to continue to keep living this way? That's what I can't understand. If you live among yourself and you have your own self-determination, you ain't got to worry about if somebody doing something racist towards you. You can set up your own laws, your own government body within yourself, everybody that looks like you. Now, they ain't gonna stop you. No, you know the Indians can go anywhere in the United States. Ain't gonna stop you from doing anything outside the sovereign land. But what I'm saying is, when you come home, you know, when you come back to that nation, you know exactly who's in charge, what the laws is, and everything else. So I can't really figure out why we can't do a lot better as far as our thinking tank, the way we think, put our thinking cap on. Why we have to keep going through this system of white supremacy, and nobody can deny that, how this country was founded. This country was not founded because some people came over a boat, shook some hands and say, you know what, I'm gonna buy your land, so can I just buy some of your land? No, that didn't happen. What actually happened was they came over here, they seen some land, and it was, you know, like, you know, these people right here, they kind of nice, they ain't got on no clothes. We can probably, you know, take that land from them. We ain't trying to buy that damn land, so they killed over 100 million Indians. I don't know how many Indians in the United States right now, maybe somebody can Google it, but as a whole, they killed almost 99% of that race. And if we keep going the way we going, either we gonna be killed or we gonna be just like them. We only have two choices. I don't care what you say, when you really look at it, you live in a dominant society, you either go get killed because of who you are, or you go integrate and trying to be something you can never be. That's almost like taking the polar bear and putting them in the woods, in the forest. That's not to say the bear wouldn't be able to survive, but at this moment that you put him inside a different habitat that is not natural to him, or whatever, him or her bear, you have shortened that person from ever being what God designed it to be. And nobody can tell me right now, in the overall schemes of things, that black people who are in America is what God decided them to be. No, we're not even close. Every time you turn around in the news now, there's some sex scandal. You know, we didn't come from that. You can even go to Africa right now and you can have little boys walk around, little girls walk around. Hell, they don't have on that much clothes, and ain't nobody trying to chase them around and trying to molest them. Here we are in America, our kids have on full clothes, shoes, hat, gloves, and everything, and there's some sick person who's trying to molest them. Because that's the culture, the things that we don't even understand the people that we are involved with. That's the main damn thing. We don't even understand the people that we are involved with. We are involved with a group of people who make laws for 5 states in America to have sex with an animal. That's the people we are involved with. We are involved with people who have convinced you in 2025 that there is no male and female sex. You got all kinds of pronouns now. You can be anything now. You can be an insect. You can be a kite. You can be a damn train. because there's no gender. These are the people that we are involved with. You won't find that nowhere in the continent, as worse as we are, could be over there, that we'll find some bullshit like that. Now, is all Europeans like that? No. But it's enough. It's enough of them to be like that. It's turning us crazy. I'm not saying women in Africa don't walk around halfway naked, but it ain't for the same thing. It's a cultural thing. It's not to be trying to tease and turn a man on every second of the day, which that ain't hard to do. Hell, he's already turned on just because you're a female. You really don't have to take off your clothes. He's interested in you because you are a woman or female. That's the design of the human race. Regardless of what you want to think, all this alphabet, rainbow, and all this other stuff, that these people we are involved with, they go around the world and try to force other people to adopt that mindset. These are the people that we are involved with. If we wake up every day and try to act like we are not in the presence of strange people, and we wonder why our children are going damn crazy, because we send our children to the same people to educate them. Educate them in what? To be these freaks? Our children can't wait to turn 18 so they can slide down a damn pole or get on Instagram and get on OnlyFans. The greatest occupation in America now for girls and women is OnlyFans, laying on their back. We didn't come from a society like that. And I'm wondering what the hell is going on. Look up and down these channels. Men and women are just as bad. It's not one versus the other. Look what most of the conversations in these channels are about: relationship. How in the hell can you have a relationship with a woman or have a relationship, a woman with a man, when you don't even have a relationship with yourself? You don't know who the hell you are. You black woman, you are God's first creation as far as when it comes to women on this planet. You're no more perfect than a star. But you are acting like a burnt out star. Black man, you the first being that God created. You supposed to be the knowledge one, the God sent one, where everybody supposed to look up to you. Historically have told us that we brought civilization to a group of people who was living in the cave, eating raw meat, pulling their women by the hair. Now we running around in this country trying to find out hair we can pull from our women. Better not do that shit. That might cost you $1,500 of ass whooping. But you shouldn't be pulling on the hair in the first place. We have turned sex into an Olympic event that we can expose it any time we want to. Outside the bedroom, inside the bedroom, outside in the public, at the beaches, at Any place we decide we want to go to. We don't lost our damn mind. And then you ask anybody, won't you just take a trip to Africa? And the first thing they say, I ain't lost anything in Africa. Yes, you did. You lost your damn mind in Africa, and that's why you over here and don't have one. Every other race has a connection with a body of land mass in another country. That's why they act different, they move different. Now, do I understand why we act the way we act? Yes. I'm sensitive to the treatment and the mistreatment, the miseducation of us by a dominant society. So when I'm speaking of you, I'm speaking of me too. It's been a very challenging life for me to grow up in the South and then go to the North and then start traveling when I started doing sports. Start seeing things different. Wonder why my father was so quiet, who was born in 1912. What much to talk about? And we get on these YouTube streets and we say we trying to build something, we really learning something, but we sitting there with alcohol and smoking weed and all this other bullshit. And the world is just moving. Time is moving. Man is going outer space and now have technology that I believe that they can warp time and put things in other places in different times, move forward and backwards. And we sitting around talking about why I can't get some ass. Like little kids flying kites. Listen to the conversation. These are the kind of some conversations that I'm listening to on YouTube with grown ass people. Some in their 30s, some in their 40s. And they sound like a bus ride with junior high school students. And you look around, you can't point fingers at anyone because you part of this madness. I don't know who said it, but I know somebody said it because I heard it. Now, when I use someone else's talk, speech, or something they came up with, I give them credit. I just don't know who said it. But what they said was, we all have to wear the mask. But some of us are too happy to wear it. So the question is, should we be moving forward trying to get a sovereign nation inside of the United States? I think it's better to do it in the United States because then you can't be going nowhere else and then having people mad at you and you gotta always have a war because they figure like you got something that you shouldn't be getting, and whatever happened to you in the United States. So why you coming over here with that mess and trying to take our land and give us to some people that you destroyed? Why not do it in the country that it was destroyed, but give them people sovereign land, a nation within a nation? That's what the Nation of Islam been talking about for the longest, but we just can't get our people to see the benefits of having a sovereign nation inside of a nation. We just have people who want to continue, who suffer generation after generation. And every once in a while you get one to break through and he can become a billionaire or a millionaire. And then when they decide they want their money back, the only thing they have to do is put some little tramp in front of you who's gonna spread her legs or do a cartwheel in front of you, and all of a sudden, you robbed of all your hard-earned work. We see it done every day. Some little dried up whore who can't pretty much tell you what 10 plus 7 is. About as dumb as a brick, and as long as she got long hair and a fat ass and big boobs and she's slopping it around you, she can get everything that you worked hard for. Or you got some man who's running around the street like a dog in heat, trying to stick everything and shoot up the club, shoot up the neighborhood, shoot up the park, shoot up the beaches. And you wonder why we not getting anywhere, and you wonder why other people don't respect it. Let me just tell you this, if you didn't know. Most people don't respect black people just because of their names. Because your name don't give you no landmass. And I know it's kind of like we'll say that disrespect to our grandparents, but our grandparents was carrying slave names. And their mother was carrying slave names, and their father was carrying slave names. So it's not disrespect. If it's anything, it's disrespect to our ancestors who made the most horrifying transition in this country to make sure one day that you will just rise up and reclaim their dignity. That shit ain't happening. Not even by a little bit. You're acting a fool. You are acting like children when you supposed to be the mothers and fathers of this planet, because you are the original people to inherit this planet. But you following around your children with a different skin complexion, and you think they're the greatest thing since God. Matter of fact, they is your God, and if they put their picture on a piece of paper, you'll rob, steal, and kill anything that moved to get that piece of paper. Not knowing that most of the people on that paper were slave owners. What in the hell is wrong with you? This is why our children don't trust us. You gotta understand that our ancestor wasn't a finished product. Everything that they learned, they were just chipping away. And the next generation, they chip more away. And the next generation, they chip more and more away. Somewhere down the line, we got content. Or we just don't feel like we deserve better. We feel like we should be controlled by a dominant society, and their water is always going to be colder because we don't trust each other. How long did it take for them to make us stop trusting each other? And you got all these lying-ass content makers acting like they're your friend, and they're raping your pockets and giving you nothing that you can't get from a silly movie. Oh yeah, they sit down and act like they serious. Serious people ain't sitting around in a board meeting drinking and smoking. So why are you fooling yourself? This is SPWD Speed. 40 before the hour, 8 o'clock, West Coast time. You are hearing things that you won't be able to hear from other places because it's not entertaining. We ain't acting like buffoons. Wake up every morning talking about everybody else's life and your life ain't worth a damn yourself. You got the same bullshit going on in your life, but you're just not rich enough or famous enough where nobody even want to talk about your ass. Get a grip. SPWD Speed. More to come. A lot more to come this morning. I'm tired. Tired of seeing our people acting crazy. Be right back.
Negro, please. He's putting that season on me. Damn, that's OG. Who the hell is he? Why is he in these YouTube streets? A lot of wisdom in him. When he start talking, you gon' see one and only, one and only, one and only. Don't know me because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my man. Oh man. Because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my man. OG. OG. One and only. Yeah. Find your way. I'm the one who's ace. Negro, please, my man. Oh man. One and only. Yeah. Me.
that OGJAYSPEED. Negro, please. He's putting that knowledge in. Seasons on these YouTube streets. Who the hell is he? Why is he in these YouTube streets? OGJAYSPEED. Lot of wisdom in him. When he start talking, you will see. Damn, my brother, OG, one and only, one and only, one and only. You don't own me, you don't. I'm free, because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my brother, OG. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, why can't you see? I'm the one who's at peace. You having so many problems because you don't understand, because you're not free. The ancestors died for you and me. System of white supremacy, keeping you from being like me. System of white supremacy, keeping you from being like me. Negro, please, can't you see I got that African in me? African in me. You're trying to find your way, but I'm a peace. Negro, please, Negro, please, Negro, please. Why can't you see? Why can't you see? Believe, your brother OG. Negro, please, can't you see? I got that African in me, African in me, African in me, African in me. Hey. Why can't you see? Why can't you see? Believe your brother OG. Negro, please, can't you see? I got that African in me, African in me, African in me, African in me.
Now, it's 4 after the hour. SPWD Speed, your brother from a different mother and father. Look, the time I took from these YouTube streets for the last couple months, really, I took time and did some self-awareness of myself. And every day, I wrote down 5 things I liked about myself, 2 things I didn't like about myself, and I worked on myself. And that's from my diet and everything. What I eat, the people I associate with, the people I try to help, the people I will give my time, because one thing you can't get back is time. You can talk all that mess all you want to, you can't get time back. And I would like to tell you something before we go any further with this. I'm not teaching or trying to teach nobody to hate any other race. What I'm trying to do is make you love yourself. That's an easy word that we let come out of our mouth, but we don't even have the understanding of what it is. Because if we really, really loved ourselves, we wouldn't be in the condition that we are in. My generation wasn't a finished product. And the generation before that wasn't a finished product. It's baby steps to get where you want to get. Self-preservation and self-determination. So you ain't got to hate nobody or anybody, whichever word you prefer. You just have to start loving yourself. And I can tell you, 99% of these Negroes in this space don't love themselves. I can even look at the ones and tell you who's on medication. Oh yeah, it's a bunch of them out there on medication. I deal with that. Every day, 24/7, I deal with people who take anything from 4 to 12 different meds. And some of these people are more functioning here in my house than there are on this damn internet. And y'all sitting down and taking advice from these sick-ass people. Just because they smile and they make you feel good doing nothing. Doing nothing in their community. They get up on these internet and they spend hours and hours. Look, I'm retired and I'm still working within my house with 30-something people. I'm retired and I don't have time to get on the internet because I always get interrupted. Somebody need this, somebody need that. Somebody gotta go to a hospital, somebody gotta go to the clinic. Just like I'm getting a call right now. So I'm not teaching you to hate anyone. I'm trying to teach you to love yourself. And there's nothing wrong with you loving yourself because everything that was created like to have self-preservation. And all this treatment you have had from these other people and these other races is due to the fact they look at themselves as number one. And you always look at yourself as being number two. So what is the solution? The solution is we should be looking forward, moving forward, town to town, city to city, state to state, trying to get sovereign land all over this country, because all over this country we was treated as second-class citizens and we was treated bad, we was hung, we was raped, we was everything. And the worstest condition that a human being supposed to be able to live in, it was given to us. That's the deck of cards that was given to us. And we sitting around fussing about who's sleeping with who's not sleeping with each other, who's in trouble, who's in jail, who's getting killed this week. What we can find, like a Hoover vacuum cleaner, all the dirt on everybody else, so we can feel proud about ourselves because we so damn glad it's not us. And these are the people you are following, ain't giving nothing to you all. And you super chat just to get some comment, some little stupid ass comment about some stupid ass topic that they're having. And you think you doing something, your hard-earned money, you just might as well throw it in a furnace and burn it up. Because that little 30 seconds of fame, they sit back and tell, oh, I love you, I miss you. They don't miss you. They miss your money. But you constantly going in these rooms clowning. Ain't nobody a bigger clown than me when I want to be. But I don't wear that suit every day. Y'all wake up in the morning to giggle, 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 giggle. Cackle, 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 cackle. You're worse than these people I see on the corners at liquor stores. They don't got so bold that they bring chairs out to sit beside a liquor store. Now, you tell me what the hell are they doing to improve their life? They're sitting around watching people fix the street, paint outside, doing landscaping, and wonder why the people don't respect them. They don't respect them because you don't respect yourself. We have put too much effort, too many inventions, too much trials and tribulations in this country to be in the predicament we are in now. You worrying about a racist in the White House. I don't know if he's a racist or not. But everything been in that damn White House, you would consider as a racist. Even the black one we had. When the last time you seen him in your community? He was a community organizer. What is he organized now? The comfort of his family while leeching off you. I don't want to see another black man in the presidency if he go do the job that he did. That's why we should be moving forward and trying to not better ourselves as an individual. That's something you can do in your own time, because most of your problems in life, you are the common denominator and you're always there. Wherever you take your little sorry ass, that's where you go at, that's who you go run into, your little sorry ass. And I can talk this way because I used to be like you. Look at that picture. That picture was taken when I was 32 years old and I was still doing high school roles on TV. Look at that ring, Star and Crescent. I had been a foot soldier. I didn't have to sell bean pies and final calls to make money. That's good for brothers who had to, because at least they got something. They got a product in their hand that was made by a black man or a black woman. I did it because I don't look at the final call as just being a regular newspaper. I look at it as being to wake our people up to what's going on in society, that you are in delusion that it's not going on. And now it don't got so bad. Tell you how bad it don't got. It used to be the media condemned our community. That's no longer the thing now. We do it every morning. Look at it. Scan up and down this damn internet and see what they're doing and what they're talking about. You know, you've been there. That's why you haven't been over here. You haven't been over here because I'm gonna tell you shit that real friend that you have when you going through some bullshit, or you don't throw some bullshit against the wall and you want somebody that you really kick you back in gear, who's gonna tell you the truth. You don't go with that chill-eating crowd. You go with that person like, look, I know this person's gonna be honest with me. I ain't going to no meetups. I don't want to meet none of you Negroes unless y'all talking about moving on something, just to get together and show who got the best shoes and who got the best dress, or who can wear the tightest clothes, or who got the best car, or who's living in the best motel when we meet up. That sounds like some Easter shit. That sounds like something you do on Easter. You want to go and show off your fashion. And then you go gigga, and then it's going to be a lot of back talk about what nasty act you was doing, who was hitting on who do you even think had an ass like that, who had the best looking titties, you know, high school stuff. The hell you meeting up if you ain't putting that together? When I'm talking about putting together, I ain't talking about no entertainment. I'm talking about coming up with a group of people who can sit down and become a think tank, put something in plan, and can be moving on it every week until they get the plan in motion. But y'all running around trying to figure out who's living a better life. Hell, ain't none of us living a better life. I don't give a damn how much money we got in the bank. You think that? If you think that work like that, you better look at these rappers. They dying like flies, and the ones that not dying, that other group is taking all their money back. And if they don't want to give it back, they gotta sell for your ass. They gonna give you an opportunity to give it back. But if you don't give it back, they got a nice sale for your ass. Y'all are actually seeing it happening in real life. Let me put this book up here so y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna put it up here. Let me see where is it. Hope it's the right one. That's a good one right there too, but that book right there changed my life back in 1979. It should be mandatory reading. Now, I'm not talking about for the religion, black man. I'm talking about reading this book so you will know what happened to you while you still sleep. And when you get finished, keep it real reserved so you can give it to your woman. Let her read it. Change my life. There's no other book is second to that one, because the stuff that I read in that book, I put it down the first time I picked it up. I couldn't even pick it up for a couple weeks. And I only read like 7 pages out of it, and I had to put it down. He was talking about humans graphing other humans, and I was like, oh, hell. Now, you gotta know this was back in 1979. I was like, oh, hell, ain't no stuff doing like that. But when I came to a great understanding of the knowledge that he was saying, hell, most of the stuff we eat been grafted. You can see it all up the internet where you can take one plant and connect it to another plant and grow fruit from that plant. And better yet, you're starting to see these men they are making right now and women they are making right now is the same that he was talking about in that book was done thousands of years ago. You're seeing actually men right now turn into Frankensteins. Transition from one person to another person. One sex to another sex. And you're seeing women traded from one sex to the next sex, where they growing hair, mustache, beard. These people are playing witchcraft on you. You don't even know it. Right in your face. And you are accepting it. Oh, that's the law. I can't, Mr. Charlie, or Mr. Charlie don't want me to say nothing bad about them people, because if you say something bad about them, oh man, I could lose my job. Well, you ain't got no damn job if you can't tell the truth. You gonna call him Mrs. and he got a voice like mine? You gonna call him Mrs. if he got bigger feet than mine and hands? You gonna call her Mr. just because she got some hormone treatment and grow a mustache and a beard? She still got ovaries and got a cat down there. Y'all done lost y'all monkey ass mind. And I understand it because I was about to lose mine till I read that book. Message to the Black Man. Meet up. The hell you going to a meetup for? See who drank the most expensive liquor and brag about it? Paying $20 for a drink and bragging about it? This the kind of fool you hanging around? That's what you live your life for? Hang around them kind of fools? Let's see, he said. Underrated. Underrated? Me and Underrated is probably gonna do a show sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks. He wants to ask me some serious questions. He wants me to ask him some questions. But we had a conversation. We talked off the phone. Been talking for years. I've been knowing Underrated for a long time. He don't get the respect he should get, and none of us revolution type mind brothers and sisters ever get that respect. We got to be riding around in a Rolls Royce and show you a mansion and show you a bunch of bullshit that make you feel good about yourself. You got on a $1,000 pair of shoes, $3,000 suit, and drive a $100,000 car, but you ain't worth a damn. That's the kind of people we follow. We call them Reverend Ike. If you don't know who Reverend Ike is, go and look it up on Google it on the internet, and you will see these brothers that y'all are dealing with, brothers and sisters on this internet, is no different than Reverend Ike, and he was like 50 years before their time. I'm not talking about the brothers who do entertaining. That's what they do. I'm talking about the brothers who try to make, brothers and sisters who try to make you feel like they serious about a revolution and don't even know how to spell the goddamn word. And if they do, they don't understand the definition. They wouldn't let it come out of their mouth. Because if it was a real revolution, a lot of us wouldn't be around. We'll clean house before we started. Before we walk out that door and get to the enemies of our people, we would get rid of your ass. I don't understand it. And the part I don't understand about it is not that these things didn't happen to us in the worstest condition. The part I don't understand, what is it in you to make you believe that you don't deserve better? That you always gonna have to be in survival mode. And you keep hanging around some of these Negroes, you're gonna be in less than survival mode. I stopped going to a lot of channels. The disrespect. You gonna bring a baby on the stage with me? I don't forget more shit than he will ever learn, and you gonna call that? As Dr. Clock say, I only debate people on my level, and everyone else I teach. And see, a lot of these content makers, they won't tell you, but they fear for me. Because I don't shake hands with a liar. I don't shake hands with a fake person who's fake. Wrong or right, I stand in my square and I debate my points of view. And the reason why it's hard to debate me, because I go straight for actual facts. These are things we're trained in the nation. You go to the root of the problem. I don't want to talk about all that other bullshit y'all talking about. If you got some sorry ass fruit on a tree, I guarantee you, if you check the roots, there's something down there, either disease or something in them roots to producing that type of fruit. Keep on playing with me, I'll start calling out your damn name. You're a hypocrite, you're a fake. I don't give a damn what your religion is. You disrespecting it. If a man has a discipline that he goes by, He don't never push himself aside from that. If he do, he's not a practitioner of his religion or his discipline. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't snort. Ain't no way in hell that I could do any of that stuff and watch what's going on around me. And these are the people y'all love. Because these people can pick at other people who are doing worse than you, or you thinking is doing worse than you. And not even knowing. The boat got a hole in it and y'all all in it. These other group of people is gonna take y'all straight to hell in the skating board and y'all gonna follow right behind. Matter of fact, y'all gonna even try to get in front of the leader. That's how bad y'all don't get. Men live their life to know they don't want anything but get up in the morning and have sex. Women get up in the morning to dress like they want to give you sex. So you're both wrong. You both are wrong. And don't even know it. How many people you know, my email address is on all my channels. How many people you think will say, you know what, JaySpeed, that was a great idea you were saying about us getting sovereign land, so that could be part of the first part of reparation. Because we get money without no land mass, we just go out there and consume a bunch of bullshit that just go disintegrate within 2 or 3 years. We'd be broke all over again, but now we can't even go back and complain to the people who put us in this condition because they feel like they have paid us in full. So shut the fuck up and hit your wagon and keep going. I think before we ever get any money in our hand, we go have to have, and everybody ain't coming, people. Let me just be honest with you. Let me try to put a number on this, okay? So you understand where I'm coming from. Probably less than 5% of the 60 million people, I know y'all keep saying 40, but it's 60 million black people in this country. Only 5% of 60 million. So what is that? 5% of 60 million, what is that, about 3 million? That's all you can expect. Everybody else gonna stay in that mainstream. That's where they wanna be at. Until they see us start being successful, then they go want to come in. See, this is why we make this rule. You got 1 year to sign a waiver if you wanna be part of the sovereign nation in America. Other than that, you waive your rights and you could never ever approach it. That's why the 5%ers is an offspring from the nation. Because we believe that 85% of people on this planet are followers. 10% implement the plan for the masses, and 5% know the true knowledge. Now you can go out there and start hating people all you want to. That ain't gonna help your ass. You gonna just be turned, just turn out to be just like them. Let me get back to this meetup shit. What are you meeting black people for? You ain't moving on something. Could anybody tell me what is the benefit of you meeting these knuckleheads over the internet and y'all ain't building something. Building friendship? Hell, I can go down the street and find a friend. And maybe a decent friend, because I know that friend ain't lying to me over some damn internet. I know how this person lives, know how this person rolls. I don't need to meet no friends that I have to continue to try to figure out if they've been truthful or not. Hell, I have much failure in that. Just the people I see every day. So who are you fooling with these meetups? What are you accomplishing? Dr. Henry Clark says, don't pick up the phone. Don't communicate with anybody unless you're talking about something to attain that is going to benefit us as a mass of people. And that's a true statement. Because I'm going to tell you something, people. And I said it way back in 2010. They want y'all children. See, if you can educate and train children to be these fools as these people get 30 and 40 years old and 20 years old, that's a good process. They don't mind a man turning into a woman turning into a man, because they figure they got robots coming around the corner. They only need a limited amount of people to produce human life on Earth. 500 million was the first number they throwed out there. That was your Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, and all them other damn people, the fools. See, on this channel, you be hearing some stuff, not just because of rhetoric. I'm saying you can just Google it. I'll send you straight there. When I say there's 5 states in America that you can absolutely have sex with an animal, Google it now and see what you come up with. Be surprised the places the states you live in, they have that bullshit. So how long do you think they're gonna be waiting on and knock on your door to have sex with your children? And it be legal. Hell, they already made it legal to convert them into. You gotta understand, these people that we're with, a lot of the things, they principle, religion, and all that stuff is based on having sex with a little boy. Dig up and see what I'm talking about. You got some small caps organizations that give circumcised with their mouth. What is that about? Google it and see what I'm talking about. These people that we have been integrated with, integration, are sick. Just the understanding you being in their presence shows you they are sick. Any human being think they're better than another human being and make that human being forcefully to do something that is not in their nature to do is a person who's sick. That's what you call a person if he beating his wife every day, taking her physically, sexually, mentally. So why you don't call this association we have with America as being sick? It is sick. We got one country and 2 different laws depending on what the melanin in your skin, how you go get treated. 8:36, 36 after the hour, West Coast time. Let me take a break. We'll wrap this up in about 30, 45 more minutes, okay? That's what we do. We do it like that. I got to tell the truth. You don't want me to tell the truth? That's what this part is about, not telling the truth. You got plenty of channels you can go, and they're more than happy to do that for you. Okay? All right, let me take a break.
Is that OGJ say, Negro, please? He's putting that season on me. Damn, that's OG. Who the hell is he? Why is he in these YouTube streets? A lot of wisdom in him. When he start talking, you gon' see one and only, one and only, one and only. Don't know me because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my man. Oh man. OG. Wanna know me? Yeah. Because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my man. OG. OG. One and only. Yeah. One and only. One and only. Don't know me. Yeah. OG. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my man. OG. Don't know Don't know me. Yeah. Because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's ace. Negro, please, my man. Oh man. One and only. Yeah. One and only. One and only. Don't know me. One and only. One only. Don't know me. Because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my man.
Yeah. That's, hey, I wrote the hell out of that song. I did. I don't care what nobody say, I wrote the hell. And this is what I want to do. I want to build this channel where nobody's on here but me. And once I get it built, I'm going to start having guests. Because what I don't want is people to say, oh, he built that channel with everybody else and they was doing the same stupid shit. No, we going to be doing solutions over here. And what I want to do is the people who having what I call struggling challenge, and that's no disrespect. If you got a struggling challenge, you will be part of the network. You go tell me what your specialty is. It just can't be about, current events. What you do well. I know we got some people who do some of the same thing I do, dietary. They live a decent life. They look younger than what they is. If you and your wife been married for 27 years, look, man, you a specialty when it comes to marriage. You should have an hour show in this network where you can come on and you and your wife can sit down and you can simulcast with this channel and your own channel so you can build your own channel. This is what we got to do. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it because we got too much junk in the trunk. And I'm going to work hard to build this channel. I mean, I've been over 1,000. I had channels that's over 6,000. But this is the one I've been sticking with for the longest, and it's been totally information all the time. I don't have guests on it, but I know I can build a channel. No ifs and buts. I got 7 other channels that y'all don't even know about. You might know about 3 or 4 of them, but I got some channels out there doing very well. That I'm not even in this sector. But what I want to do is do things to improve people's life, not by punching down on other people who going through some kind of traumatic experience or something in their life, where we can just gang up and kick a man while he's down, kick a woman while he's down. That's what most of these sites are, They just spend nothing but time kicking other people down. And that ain't the way you get things done. It's just not the way you get things done. So, if people want to do that kind of stuff, hey, it just let you know who can't be in this this nation within a nation. We don't want them people there. They can stay on out here where they're comfortable. All right? SPWDC Speed bringing it to you all the way live, where you got somebody who's willing to tell you something that most people are afraid to say because they're scared they're going to run you away. But if I have to be your friend and lie to you, that's one friendship I don't want. You can have it. So, y'all spread the news. Get yourself ready. Because I know I met Mr. He said, and his wife, I seen them on a panel, and I said, underrated. Hold on just a minute. I got to answer this call. I gotta go to the door for a minute or two, but I'll be right back. Just enjoy the music. It's nice. Okay, I'm back. What was I talking about? Man, I got my whole self off a little bit. Hold on just a minute. Had to get some heat cut on here. It's cold in California in the daytime. I mean, like early in the morning like it is now. Then I'm sitting around with short pants on too, so that ain't helping. I had to go to the door, get some donation. But anyway, hell, I forgot what I was talking about, but it's all going to the same subjects. No meetups for me. I mean, they was talking about meetups way back in 2017, 18. I ain't never go to no stuff like that. And I ain't never seen nothing good come from none of it. None of it. They had one that they did, and they taught some young guys and women how to do coding. That one was pretty good. I think it was like one. They never had another one after that because they started fighting about who came up with the idea and all that other kind of stuff. But look, if I had to say the stuff that I've been a pioneer in this space, y'all would even, look, y'all wouldn't even believe me. You know, and that's everything from getting people kicked off the panel with money, all that's mine. You know, ain't nobody gonna tell you anything different. I got receipts. So, hey, it is what it is. But everything is for everybody. You can't put a stamp on something that says yours. Hell, everything we use comes from somebody else's idea. So, hey, that's what we live in, a social universe. You know, so hey, it is what it is. So I want to build a network because I got a bunch of channels. And I got a channel for the stupid stuff. It's called Negro Please. I know y'all see me in the street with that one. But we won't have none of that over here. So what I want to do is build a network where we can help struggling channels, and I can teach you software that you might don't know, or you can teach me some stuff like the music that I make now. I'm worried about YouTube telling me that I can't play. Believe it or not, I can make some bangles now. So I can teach you how to make bangles. Started off in entertainment back in the day. First DJ job was 1976. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. This ain't nothing new to me. So anyway, let's put on our thinking cap. Start doing some critical thinking, how we want to move. Y'all wouldn't believe how stuff can take off. Because I come up with fresh stuff that people never even thought about that absolutely could be accomplished. So, look, we can't keep going the way we're going. And it don't make no difference who's in the presidency or whatever. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Because ain't none of them gave us no advantages. It's only when we put our feet on the gas that they were willing to bend a little bit to give us enough just so we stop crying. So, that's what it is. So let me see how long I've been on the air. I've been on the air for almost 2 hours now. I think y'all get ready for my show, because my show will be on the 28th, will be talking about all this, putting it in plan, trying to get it sponsored from a senator or a congressman or a woman, and try to get move through the House. I'm going to go back and do more research on how the Indians got their treaties, how they got their nation inside a nation, because what happened to them happened to us too. We was displaced, and so kidnapped, robbed, molested, SA, whatever you want to call it. We all lost our damn mind even today. So, look, I hope everybody have an amazing day. Just think about some of the things I said. How could you implement or bring something to the plan where we can draw this thing up and get this thing moving? And when we have a meetup, we gonna have a meetup in Washington, D.C. when they signing the bill. That's the kind of damn meetup we gonna have. That is the meetup I want. All right. So other than that, man, you know, thank y'all for coming through, spending your time, because there's some things you can't get back. It's time. So whatever time you come over here, and Mr. He said, think about that, you know, what you can give to our people as far as when it comes down to marriage. You know, there will be a lot of things that they couldn't get in their practice, but you can just tell how you was able to get a woman in your life and she got a man in her life that y'all was moving forward, that y'all withstand 27 years. And my brother, Underrated Darkness, we're gonna have to get together what we gonna do whenever we do that interview. That might be the last thing I do as far as other people's channel. So you might be the last person to ever interview me on a channel, especially in this sector. All right. So just think about what y'all can do as far as solution for the community and yourself. You just can't work for the community and not doing something for yourself, because when you're doing something for the better of your people, it imposed on your life too. So, hey, we just got to do it, man. We just got to start moving forward, moving different, and stop worrying about who's going to be the leader. Look in the mirror, and that's your damn leader right there.
Is that OGJAYSPEED? Negro, please. He's putting that knowledge in.
SPWD Speed.
Seasons on these YouTube streets.
That's all. Here
Who
we
the
go.
hell is he?
I see
Why is
you.
he in these YouTube
Maybe tomorrow
streets?
morning.
OGJAYSPEED. Lot of wisdom in him. When he start talking, you will see. Yeah. Damn, my brother. OG, one and only, one and only, one and only. You don't own me, you don't. I'm free, because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my brother. OG, I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, why can't you see? I'm the one who's at peace. You having so many problems because you don't understand, because you're not free. The ancestors died for you and me. System of white supremacy, keeping you from being like me. System of white supremacy, keeping you from being like me. Negro, please, can't you see I got that African in me? African in me. You trying to find your way.
Maybe we'll talk about that case tomorrow morning. All right.
Your brother OG. Negro, please, can't you see? I got that African in me. African in me. African in me. African in me. Hey. Why can't you see? Why can't you see? Believe your brother OG. Negro, please, can't you see? I got that African in me. African in me. African in me. African in me. Hey.
OGJ say, Negro, please. He's putting that season on me. Damn, that's OG. Who the hell is he? Why is he in these YouTube streets? A lot of wisdom in him when he
All
starts
these
talking.
songs
You
I
gon'
wrote
see
myself.
one and only, one and
With a software.
only, one and only.
tidbits.
Don't know me because you're trying to find your way. I'm the one who's at peace. Negro, please, my man. Oh man. OG.
This is going out for Washington, D.C., Chicago, Philadelphia, Connecticut, Detroit,
Because you're trying to find your way.
Charlotte, North
I'm the
Carolina,
one
South Carolina,
who's at peace.
Florida,
Negro, please, my
Alabama,
OG.
Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma,
OG.
Texas,
One and only.
LA,
Yeah.
Las Vegas,
One and only. One and only. Don't know me.
Sin City, huh? Spin the group, got that move cause the clock on the wall, say that's all.
OG.
I'll catch you tomorrow morning.
Who's at peace.
The owner channel be talking about solutions and moving forward. No hashtag bullshit. No draining your pockets, only draining your mind. Let's rise up, black people. Get a nation all to ourselves right here in this country.
Don't know me. Yeah. Because you're trying to find your way.
We deserve better.
I'm the one who's at
And I think when we get that land,
please, my
build
man.
our own infrastructure, and get some construction. I'm getting feedback in my earphones, so the words don't come out right. That's exactly why I gotta figure out if earbuds or regular earphones will work for this broadcast. That's all, folks.